Ladies, if you're listening, the world is not on your shoulders. That was something that I always kind of felt. I felt like it was so much my responsibility. And sometimes I still struggle with this. This is my responsibility to carry this industry on my back because I'm breaking barriers for all the future diverse folks that want to come into it. And that pressure is just unsustainable. I recently talked to a femtech company, two founders I've known for over about 3 years now, and they're kind of leaning towards closing their company. And I could just see the heaviness on them. It's not just them closing their company and wondering like, what did we do? But it was almost this weight of we've let them all down, all the women, all the girls, right? All the people who aren't, white and male who want to start a company. We've let them all down. And I had that same feeling when my first company closed. What I'll say is that you are not letting us down, and you do not owe anything to anyone except yourself. I remember when I closed my company, I had fundraised about $1.3 million. We had about $50,000 left in the bank account. And I wrote checks out to all my angel investors, some as little as $500 based on their original investment, like a ratioed check with a little apology note saying, handwritten, like, I'm so sorry this company didn't work out the way we thought, And I just felt just so devastated. I have since heard of so many male founders seeing the writing on the wall that their company wasn't going to go well, and they took the money and went to Hawaii. And I'm like, what? That was an option? I didn't know that was even an option, right? And so I think that is just this really dramatic example of the pressure that female founders have that, oh my God, I'm the one female founder in this investor's portfolio. And if I fail, they may never make that investment again. And that is not your responsibility at all. So I just want to invite you to let yourself off of that hook. If it's up in you, get that hook out, throw it away, because that's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is, though, to give back and to tell your story and to provide insights and not, you may feel ashamed of it, so therefore you don't want to, but the most courageous and most helpful thing is actually to share your story the way that I do, just talking about it openly here, right? I don't think anyone has thought any less of me throughout this interview. And so I invite you to see your trials and tribulations as a jumping off point. I wouldn't have gotten a job as a venture capitalist after a PhD in genetics if I hadn't had that startup in the middle. And so, see each thing as the trampoline, the jumping point to that next level. And just F it, F it, go out there, try your best. Choose your mental health. It is absolutely a marathon. Every time that I think, oh, well, this is just a sprint, a season of intense work, I have gone years of, oh, this is just a season of intense work. Take that vacation, go outside, breathe in that fresh air. I've had some of the best business ideas while at a lakeside. It is incredible to see that actually getting out of my inbox is the best thing for my business versus just sitting here for hours on end. So those are just some pieces of advice for people who are underrepresented, because I know we hold ourselves up to such high standards oftentimes. And so, don't go back on your email after dinner. Spend that time with yourself, your partner, your kids, your animals, whatever. Those emails will be there tomorrow. I used to be someone who'd work all day, take a break, get back online. Well, I'm probably a year and a half, 2 years that I have not been doing that. My business has not slowed, which I thought would be proportionate to the number of hours I sat on my computer. It's not, because you know what? I've rested, I digested, I loved myself and others, and I came back refreshed and was able to be more effective. So those are just some of the tips that I always love to share to underrepresented founders that are holding themselves up to higher standards than anybody else even is.